What's up, everyone? I'm Ryan Rowley, and I am from Simple Benefits or Simple Vet Benefits. And what I do is I teach veterans about their benefits altogether, VA claims, anything, you name it, education benefits, grants, housing, you name it. And today I'm here to share news. Today is News Tuesday, and I have some great news to share with veterans that affect you from that are mainly current. So let's get started. So the VA removed the requirement for a secondary approval when veterans seek non-medical care. Now, this change allows decisions to be made jointly by veterans and their VA clinicians without additional reviews, aiming to expedite access to necessary treatments. Now, this is the kind of change we've been asking for. I've had buddies I've had buddies that wait weeks for approvals just to go outside care, just to get outside care they desperately need it. If my VA doc thinks I need it, this should be enough. And now it finally is. Good on them for cutting the red tape. Second thing is upcoming VA disability payments. Now, veterans receiving VA disability payments can expect their May 2025 payments to be disturbed on Friday, May 30th. Now, I appreciate this heads up. That direct deposit hits different when you're counting on it for rent or meds. Glad to know it's landing May 30th so I can budget right. Respect the folks for spreading the word. Also, with all of these articles that I'm sharing with you, I'll be dropping the link in the comments. I'll make sure to pin it. So in this segment is VA workforce and employee morale. So employee departures amid incentive limitations. Over 14,000 VA healthcare employees have applied for separation incentives, such as deferred resignation program. However, many frontline workers are ineligible for these programs, leading some to plan their departure regardless of incentives. Now, it's tough seeing good folks leave. Some of these nurses and admin workers are the heartbeat of our local VA clinics. So, if they're not eligible for the incentive programs, something needs to be fixed fast. So, we need to take care of the people and who take care of us. So memorials and ceremonies. Of course, we have a few coming up. We have Memorial Day and Veterans Day. First things first, New York City Veterans Memorial. A $5 million waterfront memorial named Flames of Honor is set to be constructed in Whitestone, Queens. This tribute will honor U.S. service members who served and died in post 9/11 conflicts, featuring a 13-foot folded flag and bronze sculptures representing different military branches. Now I served post 9/11, and I know guys who never made it home, of course. To see to see a memorial like this is powerful being built. Um, right by the water, no less. It means something. It tells our families their sacrifice mattered. And I'll be making the trip up there when it's done. Grafton Military Memorial unveiling. So, Grafton, Illinois has unveiled the first of 12 life size bronze statues commemorating the D Day assault on Pointe du Hoc. This initiative is part of a larger project to honor veterans and those who supported the war effort. Now, this gave me chills. Pointe du Hoc was a turning point, and those rangers were absolutely legends. Sculptures like these make sure that when our kids ask about freedom, we've got something to point to and to point out and say that's where it came from. Community support and events. Mattress giveaway for veterans. Jim Mattress Mac, was it McInvale, is hosting a Memorial Day weekend event in Houston, distributing 200 free mattresses to active duty military members and veterans. The giveaway starts at 7 a.m. on Friday at Gallery Furniture's North Freeway location. Now, remember, this is in Houston. Now, here's a patriot. I've slept on concrete, Humvee benches, and MRE boxes. A good night's sleep is underrated, and Mac is giving back. And Mac giving back like this, he's making a real difference. Not just headlines. Hats off to that brother. Reed City VFW hall renovations. Reed City VFW Post 2964 in Michigan is undergoing renovations with assistance from Home Depot's volunteer program. Upgrades include replacing old ceiling tiles, and painting, aiming to revitalize the space for community engagement. Shout out to the VFW. I actually just met somebody from the VFW in the grocery store a few days ago. And of course, I'm out in the DMV area, and it was cool just chopping it up with another veteran. Of course, he was a lot older than I was, but nonetheless, a great experience. I like how, us veterans can go anywhere and connect with each other. A fresh coat of paint can do more than fix walls. It lifts morale. That halls hosted generations of vets. Good to see Home Depot stepping up. Community spaces matter more than we realize, especially when you need someone who gets it. This segment is legal and policy updates. So here's a Supreme Court decision on VA claims. In the case of Bufkin versus Collins, the U.S. Supreme Court has clarified the standard of reviews for the Court of Appeals for veterans' claims concerning the benefit of the doubt rule. This decision impacts how veterans' claims are evaluated when evidence is in the processing. Veterans don't want handouts. We want fairness. If the evidence is split, we should get the benefit of the doubt. That's not charity, it's justice. This ruling sets the record straight, and I'm glad the court saw it that way. So I'm glad that case went in good favor. I didn't know about it, so glad I got to do some research and get to do these news Tuesdays. So upcoming events, Memorial Day ceremonies. The VA will host ceremonies at over 130 national cemeteries across the country during Memorial Day weekend, May 26th, May 23rd to 26th, to honor veterans. I'll be there, maybe not, most likely in Arlington, um, and my battle buddies. A lot of my battle buddies rest there. These ceremonies remind us it wasn't just service; it was sacrifice, never forgotten. Then you have the Army's 250th anniversary parade. Now, this one's scheduled for June 14th, 2025 in DC. This parade will commemorate the 250th anniversary of the Army, featuring thousands of soldiers, military vehicles, and bands. The event coincides with President Trump's 79th birthday and has stirred controversy regarding its political implications. Um, hey, look, it's a blessing to be 79, I'll tell you that. Um, 2.5 centuries of the U.S. Army. Now, that's a legacy. Political noise aside, I'll be watching for the soldiers marching, the families cheering, and the pride in every uniform. This country still got backbone, and our Army proves it. That's all I have for today. I hope you got some great information. Make sure you sound off in the comments where you're viewing from, and also if you have any questions regarding any any topic regarding veterans benefits, make sure you drop those. Take it easy.